So it turns out Amazon.com is more nefarious than you ever thought. So secret Amazon reports expose the company's surveillance of labor and environmental groups. Yeah. A trove of more than 24 internal Amazon reports reveal in stark detail the company's obsessive monitoring of organized labor and social and environmental movements, particularly during Amazon's peak season between Black Friday and Christmas. Because the holidays just bring out the authoritarian in us all, doesn't it? You know the original master of surveillance? Santa Claus. He knows when you're sleeping. I mean, he knows when you're awake, right? Mm-hmm. He knows if you have Prime or not. Aldous Huxley predicted this fate. You better not tweet. You better not strike. You better not protest. I'm telling you why. Jeff Bezos is surveilling your town. The documents show Amazon analysts closely monitor the labor and union organizing activity of their workers throughout Europe, as well as environmentalist and social justice groups on Facebook and Instagram. They also indicate, and an Amazon spokesperson confirmed, that Amazon has hired Pinkerton operatives from the notorious spy agency known for its union-busting activities to gather intelligence on warehouse workers. They're hiring freaking Pinkertons. Wow. Pinkerton, it sounds like a name for... Doesn't that sound like the name for Satan's elves? We're the Pinkertons. The documents offer an unprecedented look inside the internal security and surveillance apparatus of a company that has vigorously attempted to tamp down employee dissent and has previously been caught smearing employees who attempted to organize their colleagues. Christian Smalls, who we had on the show, the Amazon got caught trying to smear one of their workers. The most powerful company in the world, the richest people, smearing a tiny, ill guy who works in their warehouse, trying to ruin his life and reputation. Amazon's approach of dealing with its own workforce, labor unions, and social and environmental movements as a threat has grave implications for its own workers' privacy and the ability to join labor unions and collectively bargain. Amazon intelligence analysts appear to gather information on labor organizing and social movements to prevent any disruptions to order fulfillment operations. In 2019, Amazon monitored the Yellow Vests movement. The Yellow Vests in France, you know them, we covered them. A grassroots uprising for economic justice that spread across France, and solidarity movements in Vienna and protests against state repressions in Iran. Man, Amazon does not want the people to come together anywhere at any time for anything. Keep you separated and alone and afraid of each other. The stated purpose of one of these documents is to highlight potential risks, hazards that may impact Amazon operations in order to meet customer expectation. The Pinkerton Detective Agency that they hired, which is the late 19th and early 20th centuries in the United States, supplied detectives to infiltrate unions and hired violent goon squads, this is true, to intimidate workers. They would hire violent goon squads to intimidate striking workers and to intimidate them from engaging in union activity in steel mills. Today's Pinkerton is a subsidiary of the Swedish security company Securitas AB and has supplied operatives to monitor strikes in West Virginia as recently as 2018. It's not enough for Amazon to abuse its dominant market power and face antitrust charges by the European Union. Now they are exporting 19th century American union busting tactics to Europe. Christy Hoffman, General Secretary of UNI Global Union, a global federation of trade unions that represents more than 20 million workers. That's who said that. This is a company that is ignoring the law, spying on workers, and using every page of the U.S. union busting playbook to silence workers' voices. For years, people have been comparing big tech bosses to the 19th century robber barons, and now, by using the Pinkertons to do his dirty work, Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos is making that connection even clearer. The whole world is one big neoliberal hellscape. And here's Ron Placone with a song for it.
Well, you better not tweet, you better not strike, you better not protest, I'm telling you why. Bezos is surveilling your town. Bezos is surveilling your town. Bezos is surveilling your town. He's making a list, he's checking it twice. He won't hesitate to send it to ICE. Bezos is surveilling your town. Bezos is surveilling your town. Bezos is surveilling your town. And he sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you want a Green New Deal, so you better just shut your mouth and wait. You better just shut your mouth and wait. You better not tweet, you better not strike, you better not protest, I'm telling you why. Bezos is surveilling your town. Bezos is surveilling your town. Bezos is surveilling your town.
Rob Placone.
Well done, Rod Placone. Everybody check out Rod Placone's YouTube channel, Rod Placone. Get your news on with Rod. That was a great song. There you go. Hey, everybody, this is the part where I tell you where all our live shows are, but there aren't any. And then this is why I tell you to join our premium program and get extra content, but nobody's got a fucking job. So just enjoy the video.